Hello, hi everyone. This is Shrija. Welcome to Skinoreal, where I talk all things skincare. So if you like skincare related content, then make sure that you're subscribed. Likewise, you can also follow me on Instagram, where I post more regularly. So if your skin is plagued by acne, acne marks, hyperpigmentation, fine lines, PIE, PIH, or wrinkles that are just starting to appear, then it's about time that you meet one of the most researched and potent ingredient in the world of skincare, and that is vitamin A. It is hands down one of the best ingredients that I have ever used, and indeed it is one of my favorites. So what exactly is vitamin A? Vitamin A as an ingredient in skincare world is lauded for its ability to boost cellular turnover in the skin, to unclog pores, to decrease oil production, to reduce inflammation by fighting P. acne bacteria. It also helps fight signs of aging by boosting collagen production in the skin. Now I'll explain how vitamin A actually works. So as human beings, we shed more skin than a snake. Yes guys, we do. Though the process is not as dramatic, but in reality we actually shed more dead skin cells on an average. This process of shedding dead skin cells or desquamation usually takes about 2 to 4 weeks, and as we age, this time period keeps on increasing. So for instance, if right now the desquamation process of my skin happens every 30 days and I introduce a vitamin A derivative into my skincare routine, then this process will decrease to say about 18 to 21 days. And with the removal of dead skin cells, I will get a healthier and a younger looking skin. So that's how basically vitamin A works. Now there's this absurd myth wherein one believes that vitamin A thins your skin and can actually make you age faster. I really have no words, because maybe my expression was enough, because this is really baseless. Vitamin A actually helps remove dead skin cells or corneocytes from the upper layer of your skin, and this process in turn gives you a healthier and overall a younger looking complexion. Moreover, this entire process of cellular turnover sends the signal to the basal layer of your skin to produce more living cells, and more living skin cells means a healthier looking skin which is youthful. So in reality, vitamin A actually thickens your skin in the long run with continued uses. So please don't believe these fear-mongering studies, because they are absolutely baseless, and trust me you guys, your dermats are really not trying to make you age any faster. So yeah, so moving on to the different types of vitamin A, because this is where majority of the confusion lies. So today I'm going to make it really simple for you. Just follow this chart right here. So, but before getting into this chart, you need to understand one thing, that vitamin A has an active form which is retinoic acid. This ingredient is one which actually works on our skin and gives us the desired results. So when you talk about different derivatives of vitamin A like retinol, adapalene, tartrate, it is actually retinoic acid that is going to do the job. Now weaker versions of vitamin A like retinol actually takes 2 to 3 steps to get converted into retinoic acid. So basically your skin first has to convert retinol into retinoic acid for it to work. So that's why the process is slower and the derivative is much weaker. Whereas compared to prescription retinoid like tartrate, where you are getting the direct dose of retinoic acid and no conversion is required, this derivative works faster, but it is also more irritating. So here is the chart of different derivatives of vitamin A, and it is very clear that if a derivative takes more steps for getting converted into retinoic acid, there is loss of potency at each stage, and that vitamin A relatively is weaker as compared to the derivatives that give you the direct dose of vitamin A. So you can see from the chart that retinol palmitate is much weaker than tartrate, which is a prescription retinoid. Just to make things more simpler, think of it in this way, that even the strongest dose of over-the-counter retinol will be weaker than the lowest dose of the prescription retinoid. Now when you hear all these terms like retinol, retinaldehyde, retinol palmate, adapalene, Tazret, isotretinoin, or etc. All are just different derivatives of vitamin A, and there's just difference in the potency. So now that this confusion is clear, I'm just going to give you a quick recap, or like I'm just going to quickly summarize the benefits of vitamin A. So starting with benefit number 1, vitamin A is a great source of antioxidant, and it can help prevent your skin from free radical damage because it neutralizes the free radical molecules before it damages your collagen. So yes, if you are someone who's looking to incorporate an antioxidant serum into your routine, a retinol serum would be a great choice. Number 2, vitamin A fights acne and helps reduce inflammation. This is one of the best ingredients for acne as it works to unclog the pores. And if you guys have watched my videos on acne, you know that clogged pore is the first step of acne, and if you want to stop this cycle of acne, you need to treat the clogged pores, and vitamin A actually works on these clogged pores along with fighting P. acne bacteria. Number 3, it strengthens your skin barrier. Vitamin A boosts your collagen production, which in turn strengthens your skin barrier. And we all know that our skin barrier is really important for us as it prevents us from all these harmful bacteria, pollutants, and other harmful determinants from the external world. So yes, vitamin A definitely plays a key role for a healthy looking skin. Number 4, it works on those early signs of wrinkles and fine lines. It literally binds the retinoic acid, the vitamin A or retinoic acid actually binds to the receptor cells in your skin and really train them to behave in a way which is more healthy and encourage them to produce more collagen. So that's the reason if it is considered one of the most beneficial anti-aging, or if I say correctly, aging gracefully skincare ingredient. The last function of vitamin A is that it can also work on treating those mild hyperpigmentation scars that you might have. This happens because vitamin A provides mild exfoliation to the skin, and as the old dead skin cells sheds out, your skin becomes more even and clear looking. But wait, before you guys start putting some retinol serum into your cart or some vitamin A cream, let me tell you about the downside of it. Yes, unfortunately, nothing in life is all good. With good comes the bad, and even vitamin A has its downside. The downside associated with vitamin A is that when you initially start using this ingredient, you might experience skin sensitivity, peeling, flakiness, irritation, redness, and if you are someone who has clogged pores, then you might experience purging, wherein your acne will actually become worse before it gets better. This happens because vitamin A pushes your acne to the surface layer and clears your skin faster. So initially you might experience more breakouts, but then eventually it gets better. This period can last somewhere between 2 to 4 weeks, and for depending upon your skin type, but for some individual it can even last up to 3 months. So if you want to incorporate vitamin A into your skincare routine, it is always best to start with a weaker concentration, like something like retinol, and then moving up towards the stronger concentration. Introduce it slowly, use it 2 times a week, then 3, and accordingly build up tolerance. I also use my vitamin A derivative above my moisturizer because my moisturizer acts as a buffer, and this significantly reduces the chances of irritation. So yes, these are few things that you need to keep in mind, and also this ingredient is not safe if you are if you're pregnant or you're breastfeeding, because there are no studies that shows that vitamin A can harm the baby or anything. The topical one, which is the isotretinoin, which is the last resort of acne, definitely harms the fetus because that is an ingestible form, and when you're on that, it is highly recommended that you do not get pregnant. Yes, so these are the downsides of vitamin A, and you can use this ingredient when you feel the need for it, except you can't use this when you're pregnant or breastfeeding. Now there's this another myth that is associated to vitamin A, wherein one believes that there's a correct age of using vitamin A, or like if you're a teenager you can't use vitamin A. No guys, this is highly misleading because there is no correct age of using vitamin A. Vitamin A derivatives, or in fact any skincare ingredient, should be used according to your skin needs and not your age, because these ingredients are based on your skin needs. So for instance, I started using vitamin A when I was a teenager because of my acne issues, whereas my mother only started using it in her late 40s to treat her signs of aging. So you see, all these things will really just depend upon your personal preference and your skin needs apart from your age. Also, if you're planning to get on a prescription retinoid, I highly recommend that you take a proper prescription from your dermat. I know it is really easy to get these prescription medicines in India without a prescription, but please don't do it. You might not even need it, or you might have sensitive skin and you might not be able to tolerate it. So it is really important that you get your skin examined by a proper dermat before starting a prescription retinoid. So that is all I have for you guys today. If you enjoyed watching this video, then please don't forget to like, share and subscribe. I will see you next time. Bye.